Hey guys, it's Nami and I'm going to show you guys my quick glam makeup routine. First, I'm going to start off with my Ole Henriksen Sea Rush Brightening Gel Cream and I'm going to spread that all over my face. Next, I'm going to go in with my Origins Eye Cream to depuff and brighten up the under eyes. Before I apply any makeup on my face, I love to add some lip balm or oil to my lips. Next, I am priming my face with the Makeup Forever Step 1 Mattifying Primer. After trying to look cute like an Instagrammer, I realized I didn't wet my beauty blender, so I went ahead and did that. Now that my beauty blender is wet, I am going in with my Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation and applying that all over my face. I always make sure to blend my foundation into my hairline, also under my chin and down my neck. Next, I'm going in with my favorite concealer of all time, and that is the Tarte Concealer, and I apply this under my eyes to brighten up the eye area and down the sides of my nose to snatch the nose once I go ahead and contour. I also apply a little bit of that concealer on my chin, then I go ahead and blend everything out with a beauty blender, and I make sure to blend over my eyes as well to prime the lids for when I go in with eyeshadow. Next, I'm going in with one of my favorite baking powders, and that is the KKW Bake in the shade 1. And with this, I pretty much just bake the under eye area and move on to my brows. For my brows, I use the Goof Proof Brow Pencil by Benefit. I like to start off in the center of my brow and move towards the end, outlining the brow first, then filling in. After that, I like to do upward brush strokes in the inner part of my brow and brush through it with the spoolie very often just to blend out the product. I know my brows look a little bit crazy right now, but I'm gonna go in and dust up my baking powder, then continue doing my brows. To carve out my brows, I go ahead and grab my Estee Lauder foundation once again and used an angle brush to tap on the cap of the Estee Lauder foundation and get a little bit of product. I start off carving the inner corner and move towards the end on the bottom of my brow on both sides. Then I go in and with the leftover product on the brush, I like to brush over at the top. Once I have done that, I like to go in with my 24-hour brow setter by Benefit and brush through my brows to make sure my brows stay in place because I have really bushy brows and they just kind of tend to go everywhere sometimes. Next, I'm gonna go in with my Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette to do my eyeshadow, and I am using the color Burnt Orange all over the lid. As you can see, I love this color. Once I have done that on both eyes, I go back in and dip on the same color and focus that on the outer corner of my lid as well as the inner corner to leave the middle a little brighter. Next, I am going in with Warm Taupe, which is a more cool tone shade in the palette, and I am adding that to the outer part of my lid and slightly blending it into the crease. Makeup is all about blending, and I take my time blending out my eyeshadow to make it look smooth and not cakey or crazy. Once I have done that on both eyes, I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing that I did with the last eyeshadow and put some in the inner corner of my eye. As you can see, I am going back and forth between the eyes just to make sure the eyeshadow is blended really well. Then I went ahead and grabbed a flat brush and a little bit of my Tarte concealer and slightly carved out the center of my eye just to make the glitter that I'm going to add on top pop a little more and look a lot brighter. Then I'm going right over that area we carved out with the Stila liquid eyeshadow in the shade Kitten Karma. This is kind of a gold, and they do have a lot of other colors. I definitely wish I owned every single one because this eyeshadow is just spectacular. Next, I am going back in with the same brush and dipping that into the eyeshadows that we used earlier and blending it around the glitter. I'm dipping the brush back into the same colors for my lower lash line. I'm cleaning it up with a little bit of concealer on my beauty blender. Now it's time to snatch that nose. So I'm gonna go in with my favorite bronzer of all time, which is the Hulu bronzer. And I am using that product to go down the sides of my nose, under the tip of my nose, and also creating a bridge across my nose. Next, I am going in with the KKW Brightening Powder in shade number 3, and I am using a dry beauty blender to go down the sides of my nose and under my eyes to brighten those areas, as well as snatch the nose once again. I'm going in and brushing that off right away. Then I'm using that same brightening powder to add a dot at the bottom of my nose and a straight line down the bridge of my nose. Now I'm gonna finish up the eyes and add some mascara, then I'm moving on to the face. With a large fluffy brush, I'm grabbing that same Hulu bronzer and adding that right under my cheekbone to contour my face a little bit. I also go ahead and add that on my forehead to make the appearance that I have a smaller forehead and under my chin. Next, I'm going in with my Tarte blush in the shade Seduce and adding that to my cheekbones. Then I'm going to highlight my face with the Becca Champagne Pop highlighter. I go ahead and add that right above the blush, a little bit on my forehead, and down the bridge of my nose. Yes, I am going in with the second highlighter and adding the Artist Couture highlighter in the shade Conceited right on my cheekbones. I'm grabbing a smaller brush and adding it right under my brow bone and in the inner corner of my eyes. Next, I'm using my beauty blender and my Laura Mercier translucent powder to clean up that contour. I let it bake for just a little bit, then I brush it off. Now we are almost done with the look, we just need to add some lipstick and some lashes. I went ahead and outlined my lip with the Urban Decay Vice lipstick in the shade Tampered. Then I added a lighter color to the center of my lips of that same Urban Decay lipstick, but in the shade Safe Word. Finally, I am applying some voluminous and glamorous lashes. I am using the Lily lashes in the style Miami. And I decided not to use eyeliner for this look simply because I feel like it would take away from the eye look, and this is my easy go-to glam, which means I am not doing eyeliner because that is not my strong suit. I hope you guys like this look. Thank you so much for watching. Please make sure to subscribe, like, comment, and share my videos. If you choose to recreate this look, please make sure and tag me. Other than that, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!